All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to La Prinzo World Academy. My name is Prince Ikilowe, and today our topic is going to be price action strategy: how to trade the market without indicators, without robots. You're going to see the market with your eyes. All right. I was talking about vision, how to be clear about what you want. Most of the time, the reason why we don't get what we want in life, we actually don't know what we want. Most people will say, I want to trade forex. Saying it is very easy. Saying it is cheap. Talk is cheap. But those who are successful in the business are those who don't just say it, but they take practical action. Practical action is I will do it no matter what. We are watching a video about Les Brown. You know, Les Brown said, there was a time he, because of his vision, of speaking to people, of encouraging people to succeed in life, he didn't have the money at the point he was even sleeping in his office. But today, if you look at Les Brown is one of the richest men in America. But there was a time he was sleeping on the floor in his office, and people were laughing at him. So your vision for forex trading is going to be maybe the same way, because from the beginning it's going to look very tough. Of course, nothing comes easy. Success is not easy. Those who have given up on forex trading, for me, they gave up because they don't have clear vision about what they want. All right, if you're watching the video on YouTube, I want to encourage you to keep on trading. It doesn't matter many times you may have failed. It doesn't really matter many times you're making mistakes. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. All right, just listen to this word very well. This is by Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill is a former British Prime Minister. He said, success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. So do not lose interest. Most people, the problem we have is that our problem is lack of consistency. Our major problem to success in the business is lack of consistency. Consistency is showing up every day. It is not about how many times, how many hours you develop, you are going to use to learn this skill, but it's how consistent you're learning the skill set every single day. It's how consistent you're placing trades every single day. I don't care where you are right now. I don't really care who you are at the moment financially. But I do believe that if you are consistent, all right, if you are consistent and diligent, the Bible says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business?" Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29. "Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men." So that means is that if you are consistent, it means you are diligent in your business. You are showing up. That's a principle. Most forex academy, they won't teach you this. They will teach you how to trade forex. That's very fantastic. But here in La Prinzo, we teach principles. And these are the principles of success. Consistency. Tomorrow, Wednesday training, I'm going to dwell very strongly into about consistency to succeed in life. There is nothing you cannot achieve in this world. If there is only one person, believe me, if there is only one person who has become billionaire in trading forex, consider yourself to be number two. It don't matter how many times you may have failed. It doesn't really matter. If you are consistent, you're diligent, you are focused. All right. When you combine this consistency and focus means I'm going to shut down so many things in my life. See, most of the time our problem is we listen to so many things that are flying around us every single day. We are in social media today. You see so many opportunities will be flying left, right, and center. An average man is being introduced to more than 1,000 distractions every single day, more than 1,000 every single day. You go into social media, you're being distracted. You open your TV set, you're being distracted. You open your WhatsApp, you're being distracted. TikTok, there's everywhere you have connected, every platform you are connected to, you have thousands of distractions every single day. But those who are going to succeed are those who are going to be consistent and are those who are going to be focused for a very long time. Consistency doesn't mean doing something few days, few months, and then you stop. No. Have a long-time mentality about the business. Have a long-time mentality. Those who have succeeded, as I study them, as I watch them, as I look at their lives, I discover some of them started 10 years ago. Some of them started 20 years ago. Imagine yourself spending the next 10 to 20 years of your life to study this market called forex market. How many of you believe in this house that you'll become a $1 million trader? You become a million, you become a millionaire trader. How many of you believe in dollars that if you spend the next 10 to 20 years of your life, that you become a millionaire in dollars in trading? How many of you believe? If you believe in that, type yes, yes, yes. That if you spend the next 20 years of your life to focus, to be consistent, showing up every day, no matter how many times you fail, that you can become a millionaire in dollars in this market. How many of you believe in that? Yeah, I can see a lot of yeses. That's true. It's possible. There is no how. Even if you are the worst trader on earth, in fact, the best traders today were once the worst traders on earth. Listen to me very well. The best traders, the people who are trading millions of dollars account today, they were once the worst traders on earth. Even if you are the worst person, even if you are the dullest person in your family, you don't understand things, but you are consistent. You are consistent long enough. It's not consistent, is not just showing up for 1 year, you stop. No, that's not enough. If you are consistent long enough for a very long time, let me say 20 years of your life, no matter what, even if there are witchcraft, they gathered against you that you will not succeed in the business, believe me, you'll succeed. Don't, there's nothing like that. Look at all the successful companies, all the successful leaders in every organization. You look at them, just study them. They have been there for 30 years. They are in one thing, this one thing I do for years. So I want to ask you this question again. Does it worth it to spend the next 20 years of your life and become a millionaire in dollars? Does it worth it? Those of you who believe it worth it, say yes. Does it worth it? That if you spend the next 20 years, it's like in Nigeria, like it's like two tenures of after two tenures, and then another 4 years of two sitting presidents in Nigeria, our country. Nigeria with our president served for 8 years, all right. So 20 years is like two tenures combined, all right. Two tenures combined of two sitting presidents, and then 4 years added. Does it worth it? Some of you are just 20. Some of you are just 35. Some of you are just 40, 45, 50. So even if you are 50 years old today, if it worth it, yes, it worth it. That if you are 50 years old today, you spend the next 20 years of your life to focus. You are consistent. You are showing up day in and day out. Consistency is not about showing up with hours. No, the market is so good that you don't have to stand in front of your laptop from morning till night. You can wake up every day, look at your charts. Okay, this is where the market is going to. Once the market gets to this direction, I'm going to buy or sell. All right. You can even keep an alarm. Trading view give you an opportunity to even set an alarm. The price gets to this level, please give you an alert. Or even if you're in your workplace, you can be looking at your charts and then you place your trade, you put your stop loss, you put your take profit, you close your laptop. If you are consistent on this for a very long time, you will surely make it. And it worth it. It was doing it. So please, my prayer for you tonight, today, wherever you're watching the video is that May the Holy Spirit, may the God you're serving give you the spirit, number one, to discipline yourself, in self-discipline, to be consistent. The spirit of focus, because we are being distracted. I call these weapons of mass distraction. We are being distracted on a daily basis. We don't describe as weapons of mass distractions. But may the Holy Spirit, may the God you serve, whatever you believe in, may your God give you the spirit of consistency. Pray to God for focus. I do pray about focus every day. Anytime I pray, I say, please, God, give me the spirit of focus. Please give me the spirit of focus. Because me, myself, I would have gone far in this industry if not of some of those, distractions here and there for the past few years. All right? Pray every single day. God, please give me the spirit of focus. Give me the spirit of consistency. Give me discipline. Ask for wisdom on a daily basis. Seek for knowledge. Give me the spirit of learning. If you combine this, you are consistently learning, you are focused, you are actually placing trades. Even if you lose money, you don't cry and whine. Most people, once they lose $1,000, they swear, oh my God, Forex? No, 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 no. I was listening to a young man on YouTube the other day. He said, well, he trades only indices. He said, he has been trading indices for a long time now. And today he's doing very well for himself. He said those days when he was trading indices, every day loss. Every day loss. If he borrows $1,000, the next day is gone. That one particular incident, he lost over $500. And that day, he swore that he will never trade Forex again. He off his laptop, he deleted MT5 on his he deleted MT5 on his phone. He deleted MT5 on his phone. And for more than a month, he refused to open the laptop or even refused to look at the chart. But something kept telling him that there is something in this market that if one master this market, one can actually become a millionaire. So one day he woke up and he decided to try again. He started looking out for mentors, searching on YouTube, searching on Instagram to look for mentors to guide him. And by the special grace of God, he started having people to teach him. Today, that young man is doing well, very well for himself. He has already given up. Maybe that may be your situation. My prayer for you is that you are not going to give up. You're not going to give up. That's my prayer for you, that you will not give up, because life is going to test you. Forest study is going to test you as a leader, because you're a leader. Believe me, you're a leader. Leadership is not by title or position, it's influence. If you master this skill, you are able to add value to people's life through Forex. That makes you a leader. You're a leader in this business. So leaders don't give up. Leaders are people who say, no matter what, whatever it takes, I'm going to succeed. So my prayer for you that you don't give up quickly because of temporary setback, because you're going to have temporary failure. It's possible. You will. You will fail. But as Les Brown always said, you must fail your way to success. Whenever you fail, rejoice over it. When you fail, rejoice. Be happy with failures. Failures are, I call them character building moments. These are you can't become successful without failing. Nobody. I've not seen anybody who has come to say, I am a successful man and I didn't fail. No. You are going to fail multiple times. But those periods you fail, smile over it, rejoice over it. Rejoice and move on, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, for those of you who are new to the academy, I want to welcome you to the academy. I want to encourage you to stay in consistently. I want to encourage you to not give up. I want to encourage you to keep on learning. The secret is learning. Learn every single day. Read books on a daily basis. Don't pass a day without reading. Engage your mind. The difference between the people who succeed and those who don't succeed is their mindset. In fact, their mindset is 80% of the game. The skill set is just 20%. The Bible says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Change the way you're thinking. Most of the time, our problem is our thinking pattern. We don't believe that we can become successful. We sell ourselves short, actually. We don't believe in ourselves because of certain ways of thinking. So read books. On the academy, we have books, good books for you to learn. Think and Grow Rich is there. Talk about failures and persistence. Faith, decision. It's there on Think and Grow Rich. We have The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind is there. Ultimate Guide to Price Action Trading is there. Naked Forest is there. A lot of good books to guide you. Let learning be like eating and drinking in your life. If you commit yourself to daily learning, it's not about learning once in a while. No, every single day. If it is 20 minutes you want to spend to learn, spend 20 minutes to learn every day. The key is to form successful habits. Once you form this successful habit, you won't fail. Even if you fail, it's going to be temporary. Learn every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour is fine. Read every single day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for your mind. Then watch out for your success. I love you all. At this juncture, let's go straight to the charts. And then let's learn one or two. Then we'll call it a day. Are we together? Are we together? Are you learning today? If you are learning today, can you type value? Are you learning today? Type value. Good, 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 good. Okay, I'm glad you're learning. I'm glad you're learning. I'm glad you're learning. All right, so let's go to the chart. Today we're going to talk about indices. The reason why I love this market is that because you can trade this market even on a weekend. You can trade this market even on a weekend. So it's very powerful. Once you just master how it works, you make a lot of money from this market. All right. So the first thing we need to do to trade this market is to know the direction of the market. Let's see where the market is going. First, let's look at the weekly time frame. This weekly time frame shows that this market, what is this market? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? Down. Okay, somebody say down. Down. Okay, almost everyone say down. Uptrend. Somebody say up. Okay, all right. Well, if you look at this market, according to the weekly time frame, it's still a downtrend. According to the weekly time frame, it's still a downtrend. Look at, it's still a downtrend. All right, but because we are not going to wait, we are not trading with weekly time frame. But a downtrend could not do higher high because a downtrend is when price makes series of higher high and higher lows. Like this. When price do this, anytime price do this, that means the market is a downtrend. But when price get to a down like this, instead of doing higher highs, it now do something like this. When you see something like this, it shows that the downtrend has been invalidated. So you look out for what? Buy opportunity. Once you see market, a downtrend that was doing higher high and higher, this is a higher high and higher low. So what you usually do is you look at ways to sell as the market is coming downward. You are selling, here you make your selling decisions at these areas. You make your selling decisions here, not down here. You look at for pullback to sell. But when a downtrend behave like this, all right, instead of doing higher high, it gets to a support zone, and then this happen. When this happen, that means this market, you cannot longer say this market is a downtrend. You have to now stop selling. That's how the market works. So even if this market is a downtrend, if you look at overall trend, it's a downtrend, but we can see clearly that a downtrend has been violated. If I put my resistance here, my horizontal line here, you can see that it failed to do a higher lows. Because downtrend is when price makes series of higher highs and higher lows. But when price got to this point, you see it gave us a double bottom. So this market is now forming an uptrend because it could not give us a lower low. If the downtrend was to continue, it's supposed to be giving us another low. If it gives us another low and then you see a pullback, you can sell. But in this situation, this market has stopped giving us a lower low. Instead, it has given us a double bottom. This shows that this market, you can't be selling this market. Look out for buy opportunities. And if you look at the weekly time frame right now, it's doing this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It's now doing higher high and higher lows. So now that we're saying this, can we still say the market is a downtrend? Now you're saying this. I've just shown you how the market moves. Can you still say the market is a downtrend? Let's communicate. Let's interact together. Is this market still a downtrend? Yes or no? If you still believe it's a downtrend, type yes. If you still believe it's an uptrend, type no. No, right? It's no. So you need to first of all see this thing. No, right? The market is no, right? It's up now. It's now up. That is it. This is down. We believe that this is down. We believe there's no problem. We believe in this. But man, looking at it on a weekly time frame, you can clearly see that it could not give us a new low. It couldn't give us a new low. That should be, you should be curious. Okay, why can't this market give us a new low? Why can't it give us a new low? If you look at, if you even put a trend line, I can easily connect this first touch. All right, this is the first movement. I can easily connect second touch here. So let's not see this market as a downtrend anymore because this market could not give us a new low. So therefore, we can't be selling. We should now be looking at buy opportunity in the market. That's the very first thing you want to know. What should I be doing in every market? Should I be thinking of buying? Even if you are doing selling, your sales should be short-time selling. But look out for buy opportunities because the higher time frame has said the market is no longer selling. It's no longer selling because if it is still selling, it should have given us a new low. Until this market violates these lows. Maybe if you do this, if you give us another higher high, lower low, and lower highs, then violate this, then break up and retest on this zone. We can say, okay, let's continue with the sales. But right now, we can't be selling this market again because the higher time frame says it cannot break out from our key level. This is very key resistance level. Anytime you are looking at the market, always look out for trending, the direction. Is this market ranging? Is this market trending? Or is it trending upward? Or is the market trending downward? Or the market is trending or is ranging? Ranging is when the market is locked. Let me give you an example. For instance, Market, this is this, all right? Market, you see market come here. If market is locked between two zones, it means that you look out for buy opportunities from down here, look out for sell opportunity. I've taught in my videos how you can spot out double bottoms here. Once you spot out a double bottom here, you look for sell buy opportunities. Double bottom or triple bottom or M shape, you can buy. Then once you see M shape here, this is W shape rather. When you see M shape here, which is from the top, you don't buy or sell in all these places. This is a no man's zone. You don't sell or buy in a trending, in a ranging market. You can trade in a ranging market, but you don't do anything. The only place you do, you sell here. All right? You sell here, sell, sell. M shape, buy, W shape, you buy, W shape, you buy. That's how the market works. So let's go to lower time frame. We cannot conclude with this 1 week time frame. We need to go back to the lower time frame and see what the market is talking about according. So this is daily time frame. Now, are we going to say this market is an uptrend or a downtrend? Based on the daily time frame we have seen so far. Let's participate. Let's participate. Is this market a downtrend or an uptrend? Daily. This is daily. Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Only one person is okay. Up. Shidiman, Precious, up. She goes to sleep, up. Up. Princefield, up. Up. Jacob, up. Those of you are see, those of you who said it was a downtrend, are you still holding on to your belief that it's a downtrend? It's up, right? Good. Now let's go back to 4 hours time frame. Let's see. Is this up or down? According to the 4 hours time frame, is it up or down? Is it up or down? Let's look at it like this. Is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? Is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? A downtrend. Come on, say down. Up. Come on, say up, right? Okay. This is 4 hours time frame. This market is still uptrend. You cannot say this market is not downtrend. It's still uptrend. How do I know? It has not violated our trend line. So let's go to daily time frame. Now that you have confirmed that the market is an uptrend, the only thing you think about doing is to look for buy opportunities. All right. Now you have discovered that the market is an uptrend. The thing you do now is to look out for buy opportunities. So how do you look out for buy opportunities? You spot out your trend line. You come now. This is where this trend line and support and resistance come into play. First, let's use spot a trend line to map out turning point. So we can say, okay, because of this that has happened in the past, this one here, this touch here, all right? We are still seeing this market as an uptrend. We are still seeing this market as an uptrend, but let me draw the trend. I'm not going to end that one. So let's draw. Can we draw here? Can we draw here? Can we draw here? Let's see if we can draw. No, let's work with this trend line. Let's work with this trend line. So we are going to be working with this trend line. We are not going to do anything yet for buy. This market is still bullish, so we can go to the upside and also do this. All right, this is what you're going to draw. So we have our trend line drawn. Now, once we have drawn your trend like this, you look out for market reacting on those resistance, support and resistance levels. So let us spot out key levels that market may likely react as well, because this is also a key level. Yeah, the key level. We need to know all these levels. Now, we need to look for buy opportunities here. When price get to this point, we need to look for buy opportunities. Even if this market give us something like a double top here, but we are not still sure if this is going to be real, because that thing happened here. Look at what you did here. Give us that kind of thing here. Look at it here. We thought this market is going to go down when they give us this double top, give us double top or triple top here, and it went down again and then continued to the upside. So let's look for buy opportunities when the market come down here. For now, we can't say we are going to keep buying, selling this money. Now it's going to be this. What is happening is retracement. So we are going to give ourselves a trend line here. So what we're doing is we are watching out for this market once it gets to this point. If this market gets to this point, it breaks out and retests. If it breaks out of this trend line and retests, once it breaks out of this trend line and retests, then we'll see something like, let me draw it for you. Let me draw it for you. We'll see a W shape. All right. That means the market will shoot from there. I'm going to give you an example on a ray chart. You see a W shape, for instance. W shape is something like this. This one is a W shape here. Price was coming down here. It went up, it came down during the test. This is a W. If I hear it's even a triple bottom, W shape or triple bottom. When you see something like this, it's a good place to buy. When price break out and retest, it will show you at that time you go to a lower time frame to see that W shape formed. So let's watch out this market to either break. If it breaks out of this particular trend line, breaks out, make sure you're breaking out is breaking. It's not breaking out with 5 minutes time frame. Most time we are tempted to trade, we are looking out for entry. So once price breakout with 5 minutes time frame, rush and enter before you know it. That was a fake breakout. Market will just do like this and then it just go to the upside. But if this market breaks out well from this trend line, if it breaks out well from this trend line, let's say it breaks out this something like this, which means from 4 hours time frame down. If it breaks out and then come back to this trend line, instead of going to the upside, it keeps giving us a double, a M shape, like went up, come down like this, then we need to sell again. If it breaks out of this trend line, give all this shape to this trend line, then instead of going down, going up, don't, once you get there, don't just sell. All right, don't just sell. Allow it to give you M shape. If you get to this trend line, allow it to give you M shape. Let it give you M shape. Like it may come down like this, and then still come back to this place, this trend line, but it did not at that time to give you like a support or a resistance. Like to be like a resistance. If you cannot break out of the last high, if it doesn't break out of the last high, you are watching it with lower time frame at that time, maybe 15 minutes or 5 minutes. If it doesn't break out, if it give you M shape, clearly you have seen a clear M shape that, okay, this market is not breaking out, it's not going further, it's giving us a signal that is making. That is when you can now sell. But for now, we are only going to look for only buy opportunities on this market. So for for step index, this is our analysis. Let us expect this step index to, if it's going to come down, uh, let's wait for buy opportunities. Let's wait for buy opportunities here. Because selling now, maybe if you buy now, it's risky. Or even if you sell, price may just give you stop loss and then start going down. So where it is now, in my own opinion, let's go to 4 hours time frame and see if we can see opportunity to do anything. We can also map out key levels that price may likely react. Uh, this also a level. This also a level. These levels are areas you look at for your take profit, your stop loss, and all the rest. But let's work with the trend. Let's not have too much. Let's not have too much horizontal line. Let's work with the trend lines in this trade. So we are looking at for this market to break out of this trend line, maybe to come back to retest here, maybe. So if you are selling this market, know that the sales are just temporary because for me, I'm not doing it right now. I want to see if it's going to break out of the trend line or it's going to come down here because selling is risky at the moment. Except you just want to take a scalping, just scalp, take a little thing, and then jump out. Let's see if we can see opportunity to buy or sell with a lower time frame. Lower time frame says it is a sell. That is 15 minutes time frame. Telling us market is a downtrend, right? But the market is not a downtrend, it's actually an uptrend. So if you are selling this market with this 15 minutes time frame, know that you are just doing a short-term sell. Maybe sell to take profit here. All right. It's not going to be a long-term sell. A short-time sell if you have to do that. So the market is an uptrend. Let's look for buy opportunities when the market get to our trend line. All right. So let's look at for V50. Let's see what V50 is doing. Okay. I'm going to remove this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. All right. So this market is this market a downtrend or an uptrend? This is V50. Let's interact. Is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? Is this market a downtrend or an uptrend? A downtrend. Yeah, the market is a downtrend, right? The market is a downtrend. But again, look at this market. This market seems to be a downtrend. But I told us one thing about the market getting to now. If you look at this market from here, this weekly time frame, it has been doing what is called higher lows, lower lows, and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. But once the price got to this point, it failed. All right, it failed to give us a lower high here. So once this happens, you have to now think about this market may not be buying again, selling again rather. Look at it. But we are not saying that it's officially an uptrend. But let's look at it has failed to give us a high, lower low, lower low. How do they call it? Lower high. It has failed to give us lower low. So we are going to be careful with the sales right now. Let's go to daily time frame. So this is daily time frame. Do we say the market is a buy or a sell? Downtrend that was rejected at support level. Okay, that's good. Downtrend that was rejected at the support level. Is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? Somebody say up. Is it up or down? Now look at where it is. ranging. Okay, so we are going to spot out our trend line. Let's see if we can connect, because the market was doing higher high and higher lows, all right? Higher high and higher lows, but it appears the market is trending between these two zones. Maybe because a trend got to this point, it got rejected, and it got to this point again, it's now ranging. So let's look out for, let's see if we can, these are trend line. These are trend line. So we can't say, let's see if we can connect. Because of why I'm doing this, because I'm saying this as the market is trending higher, it's giving a higher high, higher lows here. Look at higher high, higher high, higher high. But once we got here, it has given us a W, I mean an M shape, which is double top, which is a signal for a reversal, a very bad signal for a reversal. So the only time you want to think about buying this market again, have this counter trend line put in place. You want to watch out for the market to perhaps break out of this and give us a clean retest, because it's already giving us higher lows, a 4 hours time frame here. But once we got here, it has also violated the trend line here. It could not take this high again, give us W shape. So let's wait for breakout here. It has already broken out of the trend line. Let it give us a clean retest here. If it does retest here, then we may look for buy opportunity. Otherwise, maybe it's still ranging. Like if you give us maybe like this, or if it does not get up to this point, maybe here, I'm going to give a retest. If this market is going to go up, it may come back to retest. Otherwise, I am not going to buy. Let it go, because the market is, it gave us a double top here. Because this double top, you have to be very careful that it may just do this, then collapse, then collapse. So if you break down like this, give us a pushback to this trend line, all right, and then give us some kind of M shape, then we can now see, we take it down to the downside. For now, let's watch out for this to happen. If either I come back to this trend line to retest this trend line, maybe here, give us W shape. Now you go back to 5 minutes time frame to look for that W shape. If you get here, if you buy, sometimes it will, but look out for W shape. That W shape, it will go up a little bit, then come back. If it comes back, it didn't go up again. Instead of going down, it didn't go down. Then you can ask, okay, let me be in the buy. But when you're buying, remember that this guy is here. So think about, yeah, take profit, because it may be ranging between here. So let's watch out for this to happen. Either it come back to give a retest, to give us a shape, or break out of this trend line and give us the retest like this for us to make our sell or buy decision. So guys, this is what I have to analyze for you today. I hope you learned something. I mean, if you learned something today, did you learn something from this analysis? Did you learn something? Did you learn something from this analysis? From this analysis so far, did you learn something from this? I study this market a lot. If I tell you that every single day I learn, as because I have to teach, right? And that's the beauty about teaching. That's why I tell you guys to, sometimes some of you guys who are doing well, volunteer yourself to teach. Volunteer yourself to take our classes. You can chat me up and volunteer to give us your own view. Analyze the market, teach. It helps because I like teaching. I learn a lot. Somebody said, I have a question. Okay, Jacob, go ahead and answer your question. All right, Jacob, let me unmute you. Jacob, go ahead. Ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sir Jacob.
Uh, that evidence, you go to that evidence. There's a question I want to ask in that evidence.
Okay.
So you went to that hours that you are talking about.
What did you say? You said what? Jacob, are you there?
And if
Your voice is off.
can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, for that due to that 4 hour time frame, I'm talking about the 4 hour time frame. There's something I think that 4 hour time frame, not the daily. This is
Okay.
yes. Now, when you go to the 4 hour time frame, you can see that I'm not seeing all your charts. Let me see the end of the chart. Okay, yeah. You can see that from that area here, there was a last low. That last low that you draw your horizontal line, that low, that is the last low that the market broken. I will not can't you say that that low is that low that changed the market trend?
Okay, that's this one here.
Yes.
No, you can't say because look at the daily time frame. Because we are looking at 4 hours is not going to oversee the daily. The daily is supposed to be your guiding. Daily should be your guide because this market respects daily time frame resistance or trend lines. You get so now the daily is showing that the market got rejection from this. This is a trend line that is forming according to the daily time. If you go
Okay.
take it like this, you can't say you cannot cut off all these activities. You can't
Okay.
cut them off. So it's better you work with this particular trend line. The data is showing that the market is still trending. It's not really, this is not really a downtrend. When a downtrend will form, you yourself, you see that the market will sell out completely. It will sell, break out of this thing, to even come back to retest the trend line again. When this market wants to sell, it will sell like this. Market will sell. You see, break out of this daily time and retest. So if you are judging from this resistance here, this could still, if you look at daily time frame, let me look at daily time frame. If you look at daily time frame, it may just be a fake out, a fake breakout that will just take us out again to the next level. It could just be something like this. So it's better you work with daily time frame than rely on the 4 hours time frame. That's my own understanding about the market.
Okay, sir.
All right,
Thank you,
market
sir.
may just do what I'm just drawing now. Give us this kind of level and then fake us out. It will pretend as if it's a downtrend, trap a lot of people for the downtrend, and then stop you out, and then give us another high again. Maybe give us take this high out again. So let's watch out for that. Let's look for buy. Let's look for buy opportunities on this market, not sell opportunity yet, because this sell could be just a fake out to a pullback to take this high again. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, guys. So we've come to the end of today's training. We're going to have another training on Wednesday. On Wednesday is going to be our personal development training. And remember, La Prince Wealth Academy is not just your conventional forex training, but we are here to not just teach you how to trade forex, but also to help you develop your leadership, to help you develop your potentials, and to help you develop your purpose. But I believe that all of us here, we have one thing, greatness in us. We have something potential. So our greatness and our potentials, until we discover who we are, We will not be able to achieve all these things. So on Wednesdays are going to be our self-development for leadership and our professional self-development day. So on Saturday, on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about leadership, how to become a great leader. Because I believe all of us here right now, all of you seated here, you are a leader. And don't even say, I am not a leader because I am not in leadership position. No, leadership is not about position or title. Leadership is influence. So on Wednesday, we are going to discover yourself as a leader. So guys, I'll see you again on Wednesday for another powerful training. Have a blessed day. Be consistent in the business. Be focused. Don't allow failures to stop you. Failures are inevitable if you want to succeed. Failures are normal. It happens. Just dust yourself, cry for a while, sad for a day, rejoice, 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 rejoice. Keep growing. Rejoice over those failures. Believe me, if you don't stop, you keep on going, 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 you will succeed. There'll be a time you'll be telling me, sir, you said this to me several years ago, and I know some of you are already doing it. You said this to me several years ago that I am going to be trading millions of dollars account, and today this is the reality. It's possible if you don't stop. It will be impossible when you stop, but if you don't stop, if you keep on growing, keep on learning, keep on practicing, keep on placing trades on a consistent basis, believe me, you are going to make it in this business. I'll see you guys. Bye for now.